Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be awareness versus autopilot. So I'll get to that in a minute. You take a couple of nice breaths. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in the calm. Exhale the chaos. So, awareness versus autopilot. And there's an old quote, awareness is the first step to change. And it's absolutely true. Autopilot is not. Now, for many of us in the TMS, perceived danger pain world, chronic pain, chronic symptoms, every day is like autopilot. Every day is like Groundhog Day. It just repeats. We do the same things every time we hurt. We do the same things. We respond the same way. Every time we feel emotional about the symptoms, we go into that emotional world. Our thought patterns are always the same. They're on autopilot. Catastrophic thinking, worry, fear, self-judgment, self-criticism. I don't have what it takes. Autopilot. And I don't know what the actual numbers are, but I've heard something ridiculous like a huge majority of the thoughts that we think are repetitive. We've had them before. We've likely had them many times. And if I had to guess, we've probably had them many times today, right? And so for many of us, we're running on autopilot. And if what you've been doing has not gotten you out of your symptoms or, pain, continuing to run on autopilot is not likely to give you a change. So awareness of how am I actually navigating my day? What are the thoughts I have? What are the emotions that I'm experiencing? What are my beliefs? What decisions do I make? Am I avoiding? Am I engaging? Am I saying yes to life, or am I saying, I got to stay safe, let me lay down here? So awareness of how you're showing up, massively important. So if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I'm not a big proponent of fixing your thinking, right? We can't stop the negative thoughts. We can't fix all of the negative thoughts and make them positive, reframe them, because that would be exhausting. 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. But I'm also, one of my key tenets is not to believe or take serious the thoughts that we have on a regular basis. So how do you know which thoughts to believe and which thoughts not to? Awareness. If you're not even noticing the type of thoughts that we have on a regular basis, how can you possibly make the conscious choice to go, yeah, those thoughts are not serving me. I don't need to do that. I'm not thinking about that again. I'm not going to pay attention to it. Now, we don't have to stop and ruminate and say, well, what thoughts would be better? And let me fix my thinking with more thinking about thinking, because I think I have a thinking problem, so let me try to fix my thinking problem with more thinking. No. But at least an overall awareness that I'm engaging in a lot of negative thinking, and I can make a positive, proactive decision, and it is a decision to say, I'm going to let those go. I don't need to fix them, stop them, ruminate on them. Don't give it a second thought. Just let them go. But it takes awareness to be able to say, those are not, long day. Those are not serving me. So I'm going to let them go. And I think that's all we need to do with thinking. And the less seriously we take our own thinking, the less negative thoughts we have, right? And are you aware of what's captured your attention all day long? Right? For many of us in this chronic pain, chronic symptom world, our symptoms have us so narrowly focused, right? We're so tightly looking at the symptoms all day, every day. We're monitoring, we're measuring, we're trying to fix, and that creates a whole set of emotions, a whole set of thoughts. And if we're so hyper focused on fixing, our body's likely tight. But are you engaging in life? Are you looking for opportunities to do more? Are you playing it safe and shrinking your world more and more and staying at home, staying in bed? And I know nobody likes the symptoms. Nobody likes pain. To be, blunt, it sucks. And I know it. I get it. And I know as you attempt to teach your brain something new, it's exhausting. It's tiring. But you know what else is exhausting? Staying right where you are. Being stuck in the emotions and the thoughts of catastrophic thinking and worry and fear and, all this. I'm never getting better. That's exhausting too. And that's full of despair, maybe even depression. So I told somebody today in the group coaching call, I said, look, you've got a choice. You can either do what's hard, which is this picking yourself up, telling yourself you can do this, that there's nothing significantly wrong with you at all. You just have a brain that's in an overprotective mode. So that's hard. I get it. It's hard. It's tiring. Do I have to do this again? But it's also hard to stay where you are. So you get to choose between what's hard and what's hard. One is going to lead you forward and teach your brain that you're okay and you will recover and you will feel better. The other thing that's hard will keep you right where you are. So choose the hard thing to do that's going to lead you forward and out of this situation that you're in. Because choosing what's hard and keeping you where you are, not a real productive strategy. So, awareness versus autopilot. Comment below. Have you been running on autopilot? Or are you becoming more aware so that you can make better decisions about how you are navigating your day? Awareness or autopilot? Which is it? What are you doing? And if you've been on autopilot and you're kind of feeling a little bit stuck, that awareness is that first step to change. That awareness gives you the insight to say, well, this is what I'm doing, and it is not serving me. So I'm going to choose to show up differently for myself. Gain that clarity, that rock-solid certainty that I'm okay. This is TMS. My brain's just perceiving danger, creating these pains or symptoms. Rock-solid certainty. This applies to me, and I know I can get better because other people have done it too. And then it's a matter of teaching your brain you're safe emotionally, physically, mentally. Emotionally, we do that by allowing ourselves to feel the emotions without judgment and without telling ourselves the story over and over again, because that keeps the emotion going as opposed to allowing it to release. Teaching our brain that we're safe physically by being in a relaxed body, comfortably breathing as much as is possible. And I know some people say, oh, I'm all tight because of my symptoms. That's fine, but if you can, relax more, right? Become more relaxed each day. And it will help, because when you're relaxed, breathing comfortably, your brain says, they're safe. As for thinking, I talked about that extensively already in this video. We don't have to fix, we don't have to, stop the negative thinking, but we don't have to believe it. Let them go. Choose how you respond to your symptoms. If your response to symptoms is always moaning, groaning, cursing, catastrophic thinking, anger, sadness, frustration, fear, all that stuff, and that hasn't been serving you, that awareness of that versus the autopilot that automatically happens, the awareness of that will allow you to start going, well, how can I show up for myself? I can start with calm reassurance. And I did the video a few days ago. Calm needs to show up before indifference. If you can truly and authentically go, yeah, I don't care if I hurt or not, which is challenging, I'll give you that. wonderful. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Focus on the calm reassurance. Freak out less and less over time. Notice when you're doing it, pull yourself out sooner. Right? Freaking out is almost always generated by the thought loop. And if you're already aware of the thoughts and you're not taking them serious, you'll probably, by default, start to freak out less and less. And the last piece of the puzzle is engaging in life. I don't say stay busy. I don't say, ignore your symptoms. I don't say distract. Engage in life. Things that interest you. Things that are compelling. Things that involve other people if possible. Move out of your inner turmoil and out into the outside world, right? That's that whole expand your awareness video that I did maybe a week ago. So, awareness versus autopilot. Give this some serious thought, because if you've been running on autopilot and not making much progress, that's likely a big part of it, because you've been on autopilot with things that are not serving you. So, love you guys and gals. Gonna wrap this one up. It's late here. It's been a long day, and catch you later. Take care. Love you.